Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to Eliza Journals. My name is Eliza, and if you are not new here, welcome back. So today I could not wait to share this video because I am so excited. The Atlanta Pen Show came to Atlanta, of course, and so there are like different vendors, which I don't have a name of all the vendors, but it was just a lot of vendors. And to be honest, this was my first time ever going to a pen show, so I was excited. I've been waiting 2 months, and I just was so nervous and excited to go because I never been to a pen show. So of course I had to save my money, because I already knew I wanted to walk out of there with more than just one thing, which is kind of irresponsible. But I love fountain pens, so I was so excited. It started at 10, and one thing I've learned about going to the pen show is to just walk around first, because a lot of the vendors are showing like the same fountain pens, some of the same products, and sometimes you get different prices. But so today I am going to show you all what I got at the Atlanta Pen Show. And this is my pen rest from Galeen Leather. So I'm just gonna like use this to like showcase some of the pens and just put them here. So that's what this is, if y'all are wondering what this is. I actually love this. I just pretty much use this to like take my photos, my flat lays and things like that, but I also use them too when I am using some of like my same pens throughout the week and I know what I've inked, so that's why that's there. Okay, so let's get into it. This video might be kind of long today because I have so much to share. Okay, so the first thing I want to share, this is from Pengineered. There were 3 conference rooms, and then so this particular shop, he does not have social media, which is ridiculous. I told him, I was like, hey, you need a social media because this will blow up in the fountain pen community. This was super inexpensive, and to be honest, it was really cheap. Not saying it's like low quality, but I mean it was actually pretty feasible for someone who's looking for pen rest and a sample holder. I don't even remember the name of what he actually called it, but I'm gonna just say sample holder. So this is from Pengineered. He's actually coming out with a website, so maybe if y'all want to Google this, or maybe if I could find his website below, I can try to link it. But he doesn't have an Instagram because I asked him, because of course I wanted to give him a shout out. So if y'all hear water, it's just my white noise thing. So Pengineer, and he's actually an engineer, and I asked him what motivated him to do this, and he said that he just wanted something to do besides work. So, and I love the way he wrapped it. So this is pretty much a pen rest. So, and he just added some felt in between here. I just told him to add some felt. You don't have to add felt, but this just keeps the pen protected where it doesn't scratch. So if you could see that, he just added some felt in here, which I really didn't care about. I just told him to add some just in case. So I'm gonna just take one of my other pens, and then so like that. So I was like, who ever thought of this? Like, who thinks of things like this? And let's see. And then here's a third one. And now tell me that is not cute. And I think this was only, don't get me the line, y'all. So the whole total of what I bought from him was $22. So I think one was $15 and one was $7. I think this may have been $7, I think. So this is really cute. I actually really love this. And you don't have to just use this for fountain pens. You could use this for markers, colored pencils, other pens and things like that. So, okay. This, I was so excited. This is what really caught my eye. It's like a sample holder, and it swivels. And actually, it comes with like a whole set. But, so like if you see that at the bottom, it like sits on like a plate. And then, so it comes like a whole set. And he has one for fountain pens as well. But I didn't want that. I just, because my desk is already cluttered. So, but I thought this was like really cute. And I love this. So I'm going to show y'all. So pretty much, like, these are like the samples that you buy like Goulet or fountain pen ink companies and things like that. And I'm notorious for wasting my inks on the table. So because I don't have a sample holder. So this, when I just walked around, this really caught my eye. It was very unique. And you just stick it in here. You stick it in here like this, and you don't even have to worry about it wasting. It's just ridiculous. It's like super cute. So you can like have 4, 5, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 7 in here. And if you're working with 7, you can most definitely see. And then also, if you don't want this up on here, you can actually, he showed me that you can actually take that off and just stick one right here and use it like that. That is so cool. I was like, who thinks of things like this? So I actually thought that was really cool, but I like how it looks. So you can actually just stick one in here and stick some all the way around. So that was really cool. And it swivels. So this was from Pengineered. And I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna sit this over here. And I'm gonna try to link all the shops below, the vendors or shops or in websites. I'm gonna try to link them all below in the description. Okay, so I'm trying to see what I want to show y'all next. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna show you 2 bottles of ink that I bought. So I've never actually heard of this company before, and it's called, okay, let me see. And y'all, I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it. It's Enderium. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I'm not even about to say it starts with an A. But here is a card. Because I'm like super embarrassed. Because I have no idea. I should have asked them how to pronounce this. But I'm guessing it's Anderillium. Okay. Oh. Anderillium. Anyway. Blonde girl moment. But Anderillium. So I've never heard of this company before. And they said take as many stickers as you want. So I'm probably gonna give these to the kids that I work with at my job. So they had a set for, they had 3 types of sample sets for $50. There's 8 bottle, I think you could get like 8 bottles for $90, and then each bottle like this was $15. So I just chose to get 2 of the colors that I really like, and I'm actually starting to get into pink. I don't know why, but I'm actually starting to like pink when it comes to ink. So I'm gonna actually just show y'all really quick, just swatch it. Well, if I can get it open. And to be honest, I loved, while I'm getting this open, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about the company. It would help if I got scissors. But I love that they had all their inks. They had all their inks really organized. They had them set up. They had the swatches. And then they had them set up already in pens. They had them in Twisbies. And I love Twisbies. So they had them already inked up in like probably 20 Twisbies for people to try the inks to see how they like them. And I really... Did I open this up? Okay. And I really like the fact that they were really organized, because some vendors didn't even have like a swatch book of like what the ink really looked like. And I don't like that because because sometimes what you see on the box is not what comes out. So you have to like see it on paper. And then you also, and sometimes people also forget that different paper makes the ink look completely different. So you have to remember that. But when I wrote with these colors, I was sold on these, like completely sold on these. So let's see, I'm just gonna get my Hobonichi. This is my memory keeping Hobonichi, and I'm going to, let's see, use, I hope y'all can see that. So I'm just gonna use I'm trying to see, maybe I should get some white paper so that's not so cream. Okay, so let's just do my swatch book basically, and then I'll just have to zoom in. So let's go to pink. And I even love the way it looks in here. So I need to get a Q-tip. And then I'm just gonna show y'all how it looks. It's such a pretty pink. It reminds me of the Diamine Pink Hope. That's pretty much what it closely resembles to me. And it also reminds me of the Diamine, between like the Diamine Pink Ice and the Rhodonite. But it is definitely close to the Diamine Pink Hope. That's pretty much, that's what it looks like to me now that I'm like seeing it. So sometimes that's why you have to like know what you have at home, so that you're pretty much not buying something that you already have that's very similar, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's go to, I'm gonna say this is green. So this was called Roseate Spoonbill Pink. And then this is called Luna Moth Green. I was sold on this. This is so pretty. And I probably have something that's similar to this, but going back through my mind, I was thinking in my mind, like, I don't think I have anything that's similar to that. Maybe like in a teal, I have something similar. So that's why sometimes colors can be, have a green undertone and a teal undertone. But with this color, I don't think I have anything that's like this. So this was the first color that I tried, and I was just like, okay, I want that color. So it looks darker, but it is so pretty. Like, look at that. I was like, I do not have this color at all. So, and I think it was like a company where, because really who was selling these was, it was like a parent, and then it looked like their child, like their son was selling these. Well, not the son, but the son was basically like helping with the customer service. And I mean, he would not let me get up from the table until I bought something. But very good customer service. So I ended up buying these two. I actually wanted to get a whole set, but I couldn't find anything that I already didn't have. But that is like super pretty. So I'm very pleased with that, because I actually do not have anything that looks like that. It's almost like a mint green. So that's basically those. And again, the name is Anderillium, and I can just post like their websites below. But the colors, all the colors that they had were very beautiful. There was not one color that I did not want to bring home. I promise you. Like, the colors were vibrant. I love vibrant colors, especially with my social media. Like, I take tons of pictures. So, and I love for colors to show up when I take pictures. Okay, so now we're going to get into, I don't remember who I got these from. He didn't have any cards, but it was like an older man. Probably, it was a lot of seniors there. I'm not gonna say senior citizens, but it was a lot of seniors there. And you know, because I didn't realize how much older people, like our seniors, like are really into writing and fountain pens and inks like that. And I love it, because I mean I love mingling with people who are like fountain pen enthusiasts. So I want to swatch these as well. I am a sucker for brown. So I'm gonna show you the colors I got. Was saddle brown, raw sienna, and Prussian blue. I already have this in a sample from Goulet Pens, but I decided, hey, $8, why not? Like, Diamine Inks are very vibrant. I love them. I have more Diamine Inks than any other brands. So, I'm gonna actually show y'all what it looks like. If allow me, Prussian. So here it goes. So this is the Prussian blue. And I was so stoked when I saw this one. So this one is this one. It's such a pretty blue. It's like, it's like a dark sky blue. Like, just like it's about to rain. That's how, like, I can describe it. Okay, so these browns I do not have. They had more browns, but I wasn't trying to get so many that I was crossing them. Because if you can see, I have like a whole page of browns, but with Diamine Inks, sometimes they tend to like look like each other, and that's not what I want. But I was so eager to try these that I just bought them anyway. And I mean, $8, like, can't beat that. So I'm gonna go to the back because these are my extras. And then I usually just shake them up when I get ready to try them. And to be honest, I don't know how long this man had this stuff, because this stuff had some dust on it. No shade, but he did. It was a little dusty, but he probably had them for a while. Okay, so that's the raw sienna. So, and sometimes I like to compare the inks, the browns, to see which ones that I like better, or which ones that look like each other. Because sometimes when it comes to browns, the gradient really doesn't change unless you're really adding in more. Like, I don't know how they make inks, but sometimes the gradient really doesn't change unless you're adding in more of something and taking more of something out. And that's the saddle brown. So if you can see, they kind of are similar. So that's why you have to be careful. That's why this is the company that didn't have swatches. So you really couldn't see what they look like. But as you can see, even on the bottle, even the color looks similar. So I was just trying to get something that didn't look similar, but I guess I did. So but that's okay, because I love brown. You cannot have too much brown. And sometimes I like to just look at them to see which one. This one's a little bit redder than this one, to see which one does it mimic, so that I know that, hey, I probably won't get that again because I have this ink and it looks the exact same. So this looks like this one. This is the raw sienna. So the raw sienna looks like the Noodler's walnut. And actually, that's pretty much like, and then the Saddle brown looks like the Lamy Topaz. Even though Lamy Topaz actually has like a red undertone, because when you write with it, it actually looks red. So those are the inks that I got. I don't even remember his name. He was like an older guy, which I mean, he was pretty cool. So okay, so then I'm trying to get all my inks out of the way, to be honest. So then the next lady, this was an African American couple. They were so sweet, y'all. It's called Adolph. I think it was Adolphus. Darrell pens, but Adolphus, I think that's his name. I think that was his name. He was with another customer, so his wife was helping me. I'm assuming his wife was helping me because it was a couple. And Darrell pens, and they're out of Columbus, Ohio, which was really cool. So she had the most prettiest swatches ever. Very organized. So if they come to your city, like, I enjoy purchasing from her because it was really, really organized. And she sold these. I put her card right here. So she sold these. You could choose which ones you want. You could choose 3 for $20. And to be honest, y'all, that is not bad for sample inks. And the samples are 5 milliliter. And y'all know most samples are like one is not even like, I don't know, maybe like 1 ounce, maybe. Or not 1 ounce, but like kind of like this. Like, because when you get these from Goulet, y'all, I forgot how many milliliters these are. It's probably like when you get these from Goulet, it's not even half the bottle. You get like this much of an ink sample, to be honest. So the fact that she was selling, and I mean, these are very feasible too, like very inexpensive, like $1.50, $2. I'm not knocking it, but these are like 5 milliliter samples that she got that you can choose from. So you choose 3. You can choose any of the 3 combinations that you want, and then she puts them back in here. And these are Colorverse. This one is Colorverse. So I'm just gonna take these out. Maybe I should have practiced these people names before I got up on here. Okay, so let's see. So these, I should have asked her. But what I usually do is, if I'm not sure what category to put them in, as far as like when I say category, like which primary color to put them in, because I have my inks organized according to primary color, so that I can like see them all on one sheet. So a good place to see them by primary color is Goulet pens. Most times Goulet pens has like every color, so you're able to, so you can go in there and I can figure out on Goulet pens like what primary color it is. So y'all bear with me, I'm trying to, oh my gosh, I hate to break the box, for real. Let me see if I can just pull this. Well, that would have been the smart thing to do. So this is called, I think it's Glue-On Glistening. I'm just gonna assume that's how you pronounce it. And so I chose this. I'm about to break the box. I don't want to break the little box. Oh my gosh, look at that. It comes with like a little pipette. Nah, that is the cutest thing ever. Like, stop. Who would have ever thought of that? I did not know these came with that. That is so cool. Okay, so let's get into how it looks. So I'm pretty sure, I'm not really sure what color it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna swatch the back of this till I find out which color it goes with. And the little ink bottles are so cute, y'all. Y'all, look at that color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Tell me that is not gorgeous. And it does have some shimmer. If you see, I'm not sure if, I'm not sure if, okay, I see a little bit of shimmer. But it's not really thick at all. Okay, so, but if you could see on this, you could actually see the shimmer. You can actually see the shimmer. You actually can. You can see it on this. So, okay, let's try this one. This one is V2 Rocket. And I fell in love with this one because this is like an orange. Well, it looks orange. But sometimes oranges tend to look brown. So, definitely going to go on Goulet Pens and try to find this one. And see which primary color this is, but it looked completely orange. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that color. And then you have to remember too that on paper, on certain paper, the color changes. So like especially in fountain pens, because I'm doing this with the cotton swab, so it may be darker when I put it in a fountain pen. So you always have to remember that sometimes you might see a color that you love and then like, oh, I like that color, and then you go to write with it and you like, this does not look like what I saw. So just remember, that's why it's so important sometimes to just buy samples first and just see how they look, which is why I love samples, because I just can't commit to whole bottles unless I really, really, really love the color. So this is Dust Storm, and I fell in love with this one too. So this doesn't have any shimmer, but I always like to shake my inks up to mix up that pigment. Okay. So this is kind of similar. That's why I chose these, because they're kind of similar to each other. This almost looks like a brown undertone. So literally, I would actually, if I were to categorize these without looking on Goulet Pens, I would literally say these are brown, to be honest, because the undertone of them look extremely brown. Even though it looks green, the undertone looks brown with these. So this has dried, so these look more brown than anything. Of course, that's orange. Sometimes they categorize orange things as pink, to be honest, because like Coral Dipped in Honey. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So orange, Coral Dipped in Honey. So Coral, Ferris Wheel Press, Wonderland, and Coral. They categorize that as orange. And then there's a Coral Dipped in, there's a Ferris Wheel Press. There's another one. Okay, but anyway, so I really like these. So, and then again, I will link below. If they have a website, I can link that below. Okay, so then I bought this from them as well. This is Noodler's ink, and everybody know that I love Noodler's ink. So this was, I think it was Southwest Sunset. When I saw this, I was like, I have to have that. It's called Southwest Sunset. Like, my other Noodlers ink, this is the second bottle that I have of Noodlers. The first one is Pecan. Noodlers Pecan is amazing. It's like a orangey, brown, reddish type color. But I had to have this. When I saw how pretty it was, I was like, I want that. So this was actually $20, which is priced right. Because my other one that I bought from Amazon was like, I think like $18 maybe. So the price was very comparable. And this almost resembles the Oster Honey that I love. Oh, this is so pretty. This really pretty. So this resembles the Oster Honey. And I'm gonna just show you all. Move that out the way. I'm gonna just show y'all what the Oster Honey looks like. It is brown, even though it looks yellow. They categorize it as brown. So, okay. Robert Oster. Okay, here it goes. So let's see. Let's see if I can take this out and just show y'all. So this is the Roster Honeybee. And to me, it's, I would say it's very comparable to me, if y'all could see that. So it's very comparable, except the Robert Oster Honeybee might be a little bit darker, but they're comparable to me. So, and these are my Goulet stickers. Okay, so now I am going to show you all. I'm sorry, y'all, this video is so long because there's so many things to show y'all. So next I'm going to show y'all. So Dan and Nancy Wibble was basically telling me how they purchased this building. Y'all gonna have to forgive my paper, but they purchased this abandoned building, if y'all can see it, and they have these little cute printouts. But they purchased this building, right? And then they said after they purchased the building, they noticed that somebody had left behind all these pens. And you can literally tell that these pens are literally from the early 1900s, to be honest. Maybe even from the late 1800s. Not even joking. Because these are completely, like, they don't make nibs look like this today. They are very, like, discolored. And so, like, if you, it's like, I'm not gonna say, I don't know how to say brass, but they're very old, and you could tell how they're made. Like, they're very, and it says Warren MFG Company, North Manchester, in Indianapolis, maybe. Combination non-detachable pens and holders. And then, like, and this is like paper. It's like hard, oh my gosh. Y'all know the straws, like the straws, the card, like the paper straws. It's like the paper straws. It's made out of like those paper straws. And they were selling these 3 for $20. And they're older, they're like senior couple. And I'm like, hey, let me, $20, that's not bad for some dip pens. So I bought these from them, and they basically was like, whoever had the building before they purchased the building left behind tons of not fountain pens, but tons of dip pens. So this is their first time at the show, and they decided to just sell them because they're like, we don't really know what to do with them. So we just decided to like invest in selling them. So, and I really think that is very commendable to sell something that is very vintage. Because I just cannot imagine being born in like the 1890s and then it's just amazing. Like the experience was amazing to hear him tell about the story about how they purchased this building, and then they saw all these dip pens left behind that like pretty much nobody wanted. So this was so cool. And they're actually a couple from Florida, so I hope that they get much business while they're at the Atlanta Pen Show. And I hope people just buy all their dip pens. You gotta support the seniors. So I love these. I actually love these. And I'm going to cherish these because these will easily break because they're not made. You could even look and tell that they're not made. Look at that. They're not made like the dip pens are today. Like these are not. They're very vintage. They're not. I wouldn't even say they're durable because if you like drop these, it probably would break. So you have to like take care of these. So thank you, Dan and Nancy. Okay, now let's get to the fountain pens. Woo, yeah. Okay, so now that's what this is for. So I'm gonna just sit this like this. Okay, so this is, I had been waiting on this pen for forever. Like literally for forever. And I mean, I had my friend, I had Hannah too. She lives in Chicago, so she went to Atlas Stationers, and she's like, hey, you know, my friend has this pen, or she wants this pen. So I even had her asking, like, hey, when you go to Atlas, can you ask them about this pen? And so we walked around, and because I was determined to see if anyone had this pen at the pen show. One shop, I think it's Truphae. I didn't even get a card from them at all, but they're actually going. The only thing I hated about buying the fountain pens open box was because they didn't have the box to them. Now y'all know good and well when you get the box, it comes with like either cartridges and other information. It's just important to have the box just in case you want to sell the pen. So then if you want to sell the pen, you're like, oh, well, the pen didn't come with a box. And like no one wants to buy a pen, or even if it's like a refurbished pen, like without the box, because sometimes having the box without the box, it diminishes the price of the pen. So to be honest, I kind of felt like if you don't have the box, the pen should be discounted some, you know, because it's like, because if I ordered it online, you would be shipping the box along with the pen to me. So she asked me, so once I bought the pen, the lady asked me, did I want the box? I was like, yes. Can y'all email me the box? Or not email, mail me the box. My bad. Mail me the box. So she got my name and address, and she said that she would mail me the box. So pretty much all the pens were like open box, basically. So I waited for this pen for 2 months. Oh my gosh, this is a Pelikan M200 copper. It's so beautiful. No, I don't really like small pens, but I just, this is my first one ever. And I just, oh my, look at that. Y'all. I was just like, I have got to get this pen. So I literally went out to my car and I was like, I got to go get my credit card. So This is how it looks. I cannot wait to ink this up and see how it writes. I love that long nib. I mean, this is perfect. I love it. I cannot wait to ink this up. So y'all forgive me because I've never had a, okay, so it's a piston filling system, which is cool. And see the thing is, if you have the box, you will know actually, like, it's like, okay, well, how do I clean it? Because the box gives you instructions. So I've never had a Pelikan before, so I'm pretty sure. So now I just got to figure out how to clean it. But I love that it's a piston filling system. It's a rose gold nib. That's not 14 karat gold. It's rose gold. And it's an extra fine nib. And I love this. I've been waiting for this for forever. Was it pricey? Yes, it was, because it's just a Pelikan. Pelikan, they're just known for their pens being overpriced. But I do love them. I'm not gonna even lie. I love this one. This will probably be my only one because I'm running out of room for my fountain pen storage. So I've always wanted to try Pelikan, so I waited on that one because that one was the cheapest. Anyway, so then I'm gonna talk about that one last. So this was the first pen I bought, which I love how they had like a little sleeve for the pen to go in. Truphae did not have a sleeve for this to go in, pretty much. So anyway, that sucks because they should have had something for the pen to slide in. So this pen was so inexpensive. This is the first pen that I bought at the pen show. He said this pen was $25, and I was like, I wrote with it. I was like, oh my god, the color is so pretty. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the pen writes so good. So I think he said it was a Jinhoa. And these are, and I've actually seen some of the cheaper ones on Amazon for like $10, but this one was $25, and I didn't know it write this good. I mean, y'all, it writes super good. So he inked it for me. He inked it up with, I forgot what he inked it up with. It was a Pilot Iroshizuku something, but it's like an orange color, but it's so pretty. This is like a gold nib, and it only came in fine. He only had fine, which I was like really cool with. I was cool with because I only write with fine or extra fine nibs. But I think he pronounced it Jinhoa. So this is my first one of this one, because I've never had one of these. I've seen people in the planner community and the fountain pen community use this particular one, but I had no idea that. So let's see. I'm gonna just use the back of my Benu. It writes so good, y'all. Like, I swear, like, it's amazing. This thing writes so good. So it writes so good. That color is so pretty. And I really love that they were like, if you bought a pen, they're like, hey, what do you want to ink with? Which was really cool. This is actually not inked. They didn't ink that up because they don't have any inks, but this guy did. He had inks. So if you bought a pen, he was just like, you want to ink with something before you leave? So he inked it up with that. So I'm gonna sit that right here. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to my this. I've never had an Esterbrook, but this is my first one, and I love that when you purchase a pen, they gave you this really cute Esterbrook sleeve, y'all. And y'all look at this green. So y'all know I love green. So, and to be honest, I didn't even get the name of the type of pen, but like I said, I will link everything below because I was just so fascinated with the pen. I was like, I want that. And I think it was 20% off. So, look at that. Oh my gosh. This pen is a freaking amazing. Gorgeous. So, this is my first Esterbrook and gold nib, extra fine. He actually looked through all the pens to find me an extra fine nib because I'm not in the business of taking no medium nib. I can't even do it. Okay, so this reminds me of a Conklin. How the Conklins twist. So you can literally leave this like this and stick this in ink and then suck up the ink like this instead of having to take the whole cartridge out. But I absolutely love this. I think I'm going to enjoy this fountain pen. I cannot wait to ink this up, to use it. Okay, so that was from a retailer who sold Esterbrook Estie. I thought I got one of his cards, but maybe I didn't. That sucks. Oh man, I have to do better at getting their names. That's why I got cards from everybody so that I can make sure that if they're like on Instagram or something, I can give them a shout out. But what I'm probably gonna have to do is look at my receipts and then I can link the person's name below who I got this pen from. He was really nice, for real. Okay, so now, this one took the show. I have a Benu, and I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Benu, because that's how everyone was pronouncing it. I just wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it correctly. So I have a Benu. I have this one. This was my first one, and I ordered this from Goulet Pens, and this is a Benu Euphoria Earl Grey. This one is gorgeous. This one was in a previous video. So this one is an extra, no, this is a fine nib. The fine nibs are amazing. I like extra fine, but I'll take fine, and I write small anyway. So when I bought that one from Goulet Pens, I was like, oh, I'm really not into like sparkly things. But when I saw this one on Goulet Pens, I was like, oh my gosh, that has to be my next one, right? So I went to Pen Realm, and I'm gonna show y'all what I did at Pen Realm with two of my already owned pens in a minute. So I went to Pen Realm first to have two nibs grinded to a needle point, and I had my nibs grinded, and then after that I left, walked around some more, and then I came upon a lady who had a Benu, but she had one, it had like red and black hearts in it, and I was like, oh my god, I like that. It reminds me of Vodka on the Rocks. And she was like, yeah, it does, or whatever. And then my friend Talia's like, hey, I saw that pen over on Pen Realm's table. And I was like, you did? And I kind of felt bad because at the moment I was actually going to buy this pen from the other lady. And then I was like, oh, I feel so bad, like leaving her table. But then I was like, I really, really liked this one. So I went over there, and lo and behold, they had it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm taking it home with me today. So, I mean, look at that. This pen is beautiful. And then they had to find me a fine nib because they didn't have any extra fine. So I just told them a fine would do because I already have a fine as well. And I'm pretty, like I'm familiar with how it writes. It writes like a fine. I wish it was like extra fine, but to like have it shaved down to a needlepoint would have been like another $60. And I already paid like $60 to have the other one grinded. Anyway, so I was just blown away at how beautiful this pen is. Like, y'all cannot tell me anything. I mean, this pen is amazing. I cannot wait to ink this up and show this baby off. So I got this from Pen Realm, and the owner is Kurt. Oh my god, y'all, he was so cool. Like, he even remembered my girl LaQuisha. He was like, yeah, she was so happy. He was like, she was making me happy. And he was like, yeah, she came during her birthday week. He literally remembered her. So first impressions is everything. So, and then he gave me like a little, I love stickers. So he gave me like a little sticker, and he grinded 2 of my nibs. So I'm gonna sit this here. So I got this from him. And then I'm gonna show y'all some, let's see, I'm gonna show y'all a before and after of one of my, let me move this out the way. I'm gonna show y'all a before and after in my Habino of this TWSBI Precision. So I had this grinded to a needlepoint and this was an extra fine, but I had it grinded to a needlepoint because this pen, I love this pen. The first time I bought this pen, this is my second time I bought this. So the first time, something was wrong with the nib. The tines were like weird and it was very scratchy. So I bought another one to see if that one was the same way, and that one wrote better, but then all the ink was just like, it was so wet, and I hated that. So I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all. So this is a TWSBI Precision, which I absolutely love. It's like one of their smallest pens. So let me see if I can find a page really quick with the Ferris Wheel Press Auroralis, because that's what I haven't inked with. Okay, here we go. So this is how it looked before. Sorry. So this is how it looked before, if y'all could see that. And then this is how it writes now. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my dingbat notebook, which I do have a code if you want to get, like, isn't this cute? Look at this. Not trying to sell y'all nothing, but it is. I do have a discount code if y'all like dingbat notebooks. And that'll be in my description box as well. Okay, so this is my commonplace notebook, where I just write posts and things in here. Just a commonplace notebook. Pretty much for like really a commonplace social media notebook. So this is my pen test page, since it's just the back. So I'll probably end up zooming in so y'all can see. But this is how it writes now. Big difference. Do y'all probably can't even see it. It's so little, y'all probably cannot even see it. I mean, amazing. Like, it don't even drip ink anymore. See how thick this was, and then now it looks like this. It looks like almost a freaking different pen. So then this was this is my first, I will never get rid of this. It's getting kind of scratched, so I don't carry it a lot. I only write with it at home. But this is my first fountain pen I ever bought, and that probably was 2 years ago. So I've only been collecting fountain pens for like 2 years. So this is an aluminum Lamy, which is like my favorite fountain pen ever. And I think the retail price was like $49. So this was the most expensive at the time fountain pen I ever bought, which I absolutely love. And this pen was really, really freaking scratchy, y'all. and it was an extra fine, and I'm like, I cannot deal with the nib being scratchy on any type of paper I wrote on. So I took these to Kurt from Pen, and he grinded this one also to a needle point. And I wish I had something in here to show y'all the difference of how it looks now, but it absolutely writes so good, y'all. It don't even scratch anymore. I mean, it doesn't even scratch anymore. It's just, it's amazing. Like, at first, I really was thinking, like, I don't understand, like, needlepoint. Like, needlepoint, like, how is it different than an extra fine? But it literally is like a needlepoint. So I've actually wanted to compare a needlepoint for the longest with my Pilot vanishing point. So this is a capless. So now I'm able to compare the needlepoint to my capless, which is this is an extra fine nib as well. So, and I've always wanted to see, like, hey, is a needlepoint the same as an extra fine Japanese pen? So, oh, you know what, y'all? It's no ink in this. Ugh, hold on. That sucks. So, let's see. I'm just gonna dip this, because I want to see if it's... I'm just gonna, like, dip this. So, yeah. So, pretty much... So I kind of figured that this Pilot vanishing point was similar to a needlepoint. If y'all see that. See? Yes, it is definitely. So a Japanese extra fine in the vanishing point is a needlepoint. I'm not sure why it's being marketed as a extra fine. But, like, if y'all see the nib, it's totally like a needlepoint. I think this is smaller than this, to be honest. So, but anytime you are dealing with Japanese pens, because that's their culture, like, that's just what they do. They write a lot, they do a lot of calligraphy, and they just specialize in, like, writing. So, I mean, Japanese pens are amazing. But, literally, like, I pretty much enjoyed my time at the fountain pen show. I wish I can go tomorrow too, which is Sunday. So if you're watching this video, fountain pen show is probably over. But I wish I could just go again and just buy more pens, but my credit card was like, that's enough, girl. That's enough. But anyway, I appreciate you all for listening to my hour video, which I was not trying to make it this long. But I appreciate y'all for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. If you don't like my channel, make sure you share it to someone who actually likes my content. Make sure you comment, subscribe, share it on all your social media. Because to be honest, like, I've never really been like, I never really cared whether people subscribed or not. But I really want to grow my channel, and I really want to grow to 1,000 subscribers this year. So help me reach that goal, because I really do like making videos. It's just that sometimes it gets discouraging when you have like 2 views. But anyway, thanks for watching, and catch me over on Instagram for all my other content, my reels, my spreads. I'm hoping to do some journal with me's and some playing with me's. It just this kind of stuff just takes time. But anyway, Thank you for listening to my rant. Have a good day. Bye.